Good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. Today is Tuesday. I took the week off of work because I just needed a staycation. I needed some time to do stuff in my house, run errands, relax, needlepoint, read, all this stuff. So yesterday I cleaned out my closet, which looks so good. I'm so impressed. I was embarrassed to show you guys, so I did not vlog yesterday because I was like, this is absolutely insane. And yeah, so today I'm going to lunch with my friend Sarah. We're going to this new, I guess, restaurant, Pura Vida. I guess they have them in Miami, and it's like kind of health food, like kind of, they have smoothies and acai bowls and stuff. So we're going for like a lunchy breakfast. We were gonna go at 11, but then we were both still in bed and we were texting each other like, yeah, I'm not ready yet. So we're gonna do that. And then in Mosaic, there are a ton of shops. So I wanna go to Target and Anthropologie and then maybe some other shops just to look around. I'm hoping that fall stuff is starting to come out, even though I'm literally wearing like a very summer dress. So that's today's plan. Tomorrow I'm going on a date. Thursday is Bookish Stitcher Zoom. Friday, the girls are coming over for Maj. I don't know what we're doing Saturday, but I think I'm hanging out with Erin and Sarah. And then Sunday is my mom's birthday. So I'm gonna go over and stitch with her. So those are the weekly plans. I need to do a little bit of makeup on my face. I have some acne like right by my nose. So I think I'm gonna cover that up and then just do like some blush and bronzer. But let's get into the day. Off to Home Goods, and I'm gonna be so sad if there's nothing Halloween. I went to Anthropologie, Paper Store, South Moon Under, and nobody had anything fall. And I know, I'm early, it's July 1, or July 21st, but still, I would like fall things. On to HomeSense. Got a frame and a garland at HomeSense, and then a book at Barnes & Noble. I'll show you when we get home what I got. And I'm on my way to Wegmans now. I need to get some stuff for hosting Maj on Friday. Back from Wegmans. So let's do a haul, obviously not of my groceries, but of the fun stuff I got. So I did some damage at Sephora, I got a book, and I got a few things at Home Goods. So let's look at Sephora. I got the One Size Oil Sucker paper spray. So I used this and I actually liked it. So that's cool. And then I got a bunch of hair stuff. So this is the Dream Riser Volumizing Mousse from Day. My hair has no volume, ever. It always goes straight down, so I'm gonna try to up my hair game. We'll see how that goes. In that same vein, I got a new brush and then a styling cream. And the girl at checkout said that this brush is really great. It's the MEJ Mini Bore Bristle Brush. She's cute. And this flexible styling cream, I think it helps with, it says, warm a dollop between your palms, then glide through dry or damp hair to shape, polish, and define for sleek styles. Style hair with the Mini Bore Bristle Brush for a signature MEJ updo. So got that. And then restocks on some of my faves. The Fenty Beauty Fussy is my favorite lip and has been for the past like 5 years. Then I picked up some more self-tanning drops because my mom said I'm looking pale. And then I'm trying a new mascara. I do like Benefit mascara. This one is called Bounce Bad Gal. So it said something about volume. So yeah, that was that. At Barnes & Noble, I got Game On because I'm in the mood for, I love a sports romance, but like football season is about to start, so I don't really want to read a hockey romance. I want to read football romance. And at HomeSense, what I went for was a frame. We'll see if this works. I got this to put Spa Kitty in and then put it in my bathroom. We'll see. And while I was there, they had some fall decor out. So for Thanksgiving, I picked this up. I just thought it was so precious. I hosted Thanksgiving last year. I'm not sure if I'm hosting this year, but I am thinking I want to change my fall decor every month. So August will be football centric. September will be, what was I gonna say? September is like pumpkins, like traditional fall. October is Halloween, and then November will be Thanksgiving. That's my plan. And I think the day after Thanksgiving, I'll take down Thanksgiving decor and put up Christmas. This last year I put up Christmas really early, but that's because I wasn't gonna be home for Christmas. So yeah, I think that's everything exciting that I bought. I'll link everything in ShopMy. And now I'm gonna make dinner at Wegmans. I got some salmon, some green beans, a baguette. So I'll do that. I picked up the stuff I needed for Maj on Friday. What, girly? You wanna say hi? Say hi. I always get comments that say people love to see you, sweets. Why am I surprised? You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. So I stocked up on the drinks that everybody likes. So Diet Coke and Shirley Temple Poppy. And yeah, I'll do dinner. I want to shower and then read a little bit in bed. Good morning. The lighting is terrible. Maybe I should move you. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Good morning. It's Wednesday, so I have a date tonight. It's noon. I slept until like 11, which is fabulous. Sweets and I love to be well rested. I am now in my craft room, and I think I'm gonna do some finishing because finishing makes me happy. I know some people hate it, but I really love the end product, and I think the process is like kind of meditative, I guess. I have Spa Kitty in her frame from last night, and stunning. Like, I honestly think this is so perfect. So I want to hang her in my bathroom. I don't know if I'm going to do that today because I don't know. I've never hung something on a wall myself with a nail. Like, I've done command strips and stuff, but those things rip the wall. Like, I don't care what they say. They lie. So I'm going to do a nail, but I don't know that I have the confidence to do that yet. So Gonna do some finishing. I need to see if I have the right fabric for my mom's Eloise canvas. She stitched this one. It was like an exclusive at the Plaza. So she really wants this one finished next. But I think it would look really pretty with like a pink stripe on the back. And if I could embroider it to say like tea at the Plaza with the date, or like tea at the Plaza with Penny Lynn, which is like a lot of letters. But so we'll see. And then I don't know what I have that needs to be finished. Okay, do you want to say hi? Say hello. Say hello. I don't know what I have that needs to be finished, but there's always stuff that needs to be finished. So I'll go through. Actually, I could do my Ina. My arched stand-up Ina. That's a lot to take on for today, but I might do it. We'll see. All right, I am date ready, leaving here in 5. I just need to feed Schweetz. I crafted all day long. I was working on my finishing. So I finished 2 irregular shaped ornaments and then an arch stand up. So I still need to like sew all the pieces together, but I have all the pieces done. I am dressed in this cutie dress from Aritzia. Belt is also Aritzia, and then just all of my normal jewelry. My bag, I think, is from Francesca's or something. And then I'm gonna wear my Tory Burch shoes. So, time to go on a date. Good morning. It is the next day. And the date was really great and I'm happy about it. So that was really fun. And yeah, we went to dinner and then we got ice cream and just like talked for hours. So that was really nice. Today, I think I'm gonna do some stitching, maybe do some finishing. Then tonight is the Bookish Stitchers, which will be fun. I'm just looking to have a low-key day because I feel like I haven't had a low-key day yet during my staycation. So I just kind of want to chill, watch TV, and like do nothing. So that's kind of today's plan. Schweetz, why you gotta lick my legs? Why you gotta lick my face? Why you gotta lick everything? With all of our like close friends in the house together. It is. Good morning. It is Friday. I did a slick back bun, and I've never used product to do a slick back bun, and I think it looks really good. I used the MEJ styling cream and brush, and I really liked it. So I didn't film anything last night because honestly, I had like weird stomach pain and then back pain, so I was like, all right, just it's time to go to bed. But feeling totally better this morning, and I thought I would show you guys what I got in the mail yesterday. So I already kind of put it all together. From Penny Lynn, I got the Fireworks and Friends bag, and then a little bag to go inside, the magnetic tin, and in the magnetic tins, I like to put a needle minder, so it's easier to pick up your needle or snag nab it or whatever. So I have that, and then I got the Star Spangled Banner Monkey. So cute. I'll put him on my 4th of July tree next year. And then from the Courtly canvas, I got this Dachshund canvas. I'm obsessed. So it's by Jelly Root, but I'm pretty sure you can only get it through the Courtly canvas, and I saw that they had it online. Immediate purchase. And while I was there, they had some white and black Petite Berry Velvet, which is really hard to find right now. So I picked that up. All right. So today is Friday. I was gonna go to the LNS, but my friends are actually going. So I was like, hey, can you just pick me up some like brown Petite Berry Velvet? So I don't need to go to the LNS anymore. I'm thinking about baking some cookies. I don't know. We'll see. I was really in the mood last night for like a peanut butter kiss cookie. So I could go to the grocery store, get some ingredients, make that, because my friends are coming over tonight for Maj, and then the guy that I went on the date with on Wednesday is coming over tomorrow to watch movies, and then my mom's birthday is on Sunday. So that's like, you know, different groups of people that the cookies could be for. So I might, or I might just, you know, not do anything like I did yesterday. But I think that's why my back hurt, because I literally was on the couch all day. I just did some finishing and I was like watching TV and doing nothing. So that could be why I had back pain. So maybe I need to like get a little bit of a move on today. We'll see. I need to film a finished Friday, and yeah, I got in the mail yesterday my dad's birthday present. So this is a piece of turf from the Ralph Stadium. So obviously my dad and I are huge Buffalo Bills fans, and I ordered this, I think probably 8 months ago, maybe. And so I wanted it in time for Father's Day, and that's what I was gonna give him. But obviously it didn't come in time. So gonna do it as a birthday present for him in November. So I need to figure out somewhere to put that between now and then that he doesn't see it. And for my mom's birthday on Sunday, I showed you guys in a previous vlog, I bought a Halloween house canvas from Casey Needlepoint that she's been loving, and I kitted the whole thing in really fun fibers. She's not really into decorative stitches. She likes the fun fibers, like a sparkle of velvet and neon rays, all the stuff. So we really went ham with the threads for that one. So I think she's gonna love it. And yeah, I think those are all my updates. I've been shopping like crazy online this week, which, you know, isn't really shocking for me. I placed, let's see all the orders that I placed. I know I got, oh, yesterday was the Friend of Mine drop with Harrison Wallace. And so I got the tote bag, the silk scarf, and the Dutch oven canvas. You probably can't see very well, but it's like 9 Dutch ovens from above, and I want to frame it and put it somewhere in my kitchen. And the tote says Needlepoint Cult, and I just absolutely love that. And I thought it'd be cute to wrap the scarf on the bag. So I did that. And then from, okay, sweets, hold on. From Abercrombie, I got a cropped trench coat, a cardigan, and a Bill's cami. So the cropped trench is like a chocolate brown. I've been wanting a cropped trench for a while. And then this cute striped sweater. And then this Bill's cami that says I Heart Buffalo. And then on the corner, it has the little logo. I just absolutely loved that. And I have an image in my mind of an outfit to wear it with. Okay, Schweetz. Okay, I hear you. Would you like to go outside? I'm gonna take her outside. All right, we're at the Home Goods and obsessed with this pillow. So she's coming home with me. And then I need one of these football pumpkins too. Okay, I think I need to get this football garland too. Now I know the colors aren't my typical colors. Like my teams are usually red, white, and blue or blue and white, but I think these are kind of perfect to go behind my tree. So I think I need them.
I'm sorry, but the compensation matters. So when he's getting paid, don't complain about anything.
On to Michael's. Let's see if they have anything good today. Safe to say they have their fall decor out. All right, didn't need anything at Michael's. Now I'm gonna go to Giant and pick up some stuff to make cookies. All right, let's do a haul of everything that I bought while I was out and about. Home Goods, didn't buy anything at Michael's. Giant, because we're gonna make some peanut butter cookies. We're gonna get all, you know, cook and show up in here. I'm gonna show you guys how to make my grandfather's peanut butter cookies. They are the best that you will ever taste. Like, the best. So a classic peanut butter cookie with a kiss in the middle. But first, what we got at Home Goods, I might just put this up right now. Football garland to go behind my football tree. Then I wanted to buy one of these last year and I didn't, but I was still thinking about it. So I bought one this year. I wish they had a smaller size so it could be like a duo, but for now, just this guy. So I will also put him over by the tree. Then I just needed some more of these hangers that I use in my craft closet. I hang big needlepoint canvases on these, and I've been buying more big needlepoint canvases, which I really need to stop because I'm bad about like doing them the whole way through. I'll start and then I'll stop. So we need to stop doing that. But hangers, and then I think I showed you guys this Boo pillow, but I mean, come on. Like, there was no way this wasn't coming home with me. But unfortunately, we're not putting up Halloween decor yet. We gotta wait a little bit for that. We're starting football season. And then I just had to, like, I had to. There was no way I could see something like this and not make the purchase. Now, do I know where I'm putting him? No, but like, he had to have him. So, love him. I think that's everything from Home Goods. Is it? Oh, no, that's just my receipt. And then I actually did get in the mail, I don't think I showed you guys these Halloween sheets from Cynthia Rowley with like wiener dogs all over them and costumes. So perfect for me. And then at Giant, they have Halloween candy. So I picked up the Halloween M&Ms because these always sell out so quick and I like to make sugar cookies with them. So just figured I'd grab some now. And then I got the Reese's Peanut Butter Mini Pumpkins because they had, it was mini something last year. Were they mini eggs? Mini hearts? I think they were mini hearts and they were really good. So I figured a mini pumpkin has to be delish. And then I got all of our ingredients that we need for the cookies. So I will lay those out for our cooking show. So we have flour, sugar, brown sugar, shortening, baking powder, kisses, and then I think I already have eggs. And is there something else? I feel like there's something else, but we'll get there. Last two things, I got some wheat thins because I had some at my mom's house the other day and they were delish. And then a crisp apple Olipop because it's the fall season here in my house. So let's put up the football decor and then we will get into baking. All right, let's get cooking. So we have all of our ingredients here. So we have shortening, peanut butter, sugar, brown sugar, eggs, flour, baking powder, and salt. I'm gonna double the recipe because I have people coming over tonight, tomorrow, and I'm seeing my parents on Sunday. So I wanna make a lot of them, but I'll put the normal recipe in the comments. So it'll be half of like what I'm doing now. But this recipe is from my grandfather. And I feel like from the recipe, you can tell it was made by a man because it's like a half cup of everything, pretty much. And I feel like that's the way a man would do a recipe. Like a woman would do like, you know, 3/4 of this, you know, quarter of that, whatever. No, man, half cup of everything, call it a day. But so my grandparents, they lived in Pennsylvania. Actually, both my grandparents lived in Pennsylvania. So my parents grew up there, and my parents went to Shippensburg. And so we've always been like Pennsylvania people. And my sister and I both went to Penn State. So just big Pennsylvania people. So the recipe calls for a half cup of shortening. I'm gonna do a cup. Now, my mom always says to get the yellow one, not the blue one. So the yellow one is butter flavored. I don't know what flavor the blue one is, but get the yellow one. So I'm just gonna pop this in my KitchenAid mixer bowl because I don't really like to mix anything by hand. And we're gonna get all of this extra goodness that gets left on the paper because shortening is some yummy, yummy stuff. All right, next up, we need to do a cup of sugar. This box feels like it's gonna be hard to get open. A little bit of Tatum lore that you might not know about me is that I actually had my own bakery out of my house, well, out of my apartment for I think it was like 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. And then it just honestly became way too much, like trying to have, you know, a bakery and a job, and I was just doing far too much. So I had to stop it. But it actually was really successful. People really enjoyed my stuff. And then we need a cup of brown sugar. I pretty much made all of my cookies bigger in size. I love a bigger cookie. These I'll probably scoop in like a normal size today. Just because if you do a really big cookie, then you can't do a kiss in the middle. You have to like melt the sugar and then, or melt the chocolate and kind of smoosh it all over the cookie. So we're just gonna do normal sized ones today. And I pack the shit out of my brown sugar because the more brown sugar, the better. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing here. Can you see what I'm doing? Do I need to lower it? Yeah, there we go. All right, there is our brown sugar. And now we're gonna do our peanut butter. So a cup of peanut butter. And I use creamy peanut butter. I think crunchy would be kind of weird for this recipe. Schweetz is patiently waiting for a taste of the peanut butter, which of course, if you have a dog, very necessary to give them a taste as you go. And I actually might make a small cookie for her because as long as I don't put the chocolate kiss in it, she could have it. Want to make sure we're getting all of that delicious peanut butter out of there. So gonna use a mini spatula. All right, delicious. Time for sweets to have a little taste. There's way too much on this spoon. Yeah, Nomies? You like that? Now that our sous chef is happy, we can keep going. Just going to clean up a little bit, get the ingredients that we've used out of the way. So we've used all of those, we've used that. And now we're going to whip this for a little bit in the mixer, and then we'll add eggs. So going over to attach this. All right, we've given that a good whip, and now we'll continue to let that roar, and we will mix in 2 eggs. So we'll do them one at a time. All right, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute and let the ingredients kind of get to know each other. And I'm going to mix together our dry ingredients. So let's get rid of some of this stuff. So we want 2 cups of flour. I think gold medal is the best flour, but sometimes I just buy generic, really. Oh, you can't even see my head. There I am. Sometimes I buy generic, sometimes I don't. Just depends. But we do not want to pack this down at all, and you also don't want to scoop it, because if you scoop it, it does pack it down just a little bit. So either pour it or spoon it in. I'm gonna open this up a little bit to get that remaining. All right, there's 1. And 2. All right, now we need 4 tablespoons of baking powder. And I got all of these ingredients fresh today, so I'm really hoping that you can taste that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And my mom always taught me not to just like put it right in the center. She said kind of sprinkle it about, because how nasty would it be if you were eating a cookie and you got a clump of baking powder? That would be gross. All right, and a teaspoon of salt. If you have nails, you know it's so hard to get that top off of the salt. All right, and now I'm just going to mix that together. You can use a whisk, you can use a fork. Today, a fork was just calling my name, so that's what I did. Now our dry ingredients are mixed up. Let's go put them into our wet ingredients. Get that going just a little bit. And we're just gonna mix a little bit in at a time, because we don't want it to all just kind of plume out at once. Now just gonna scrape it down a little bit and make sure there are no ingredients stuck at the bottom. And then just give it a little bit more of a stir. That should be good. So we're gonna take this off of our mixer. And now comes the fun part. So now we want to fill a bowl with some sugar. I would say about, I don't know, maybe a cup. Does not need to be exact. You can add more later. Grab your cookie scoop. This one is a Ray Dunn from Walmart and I absolutely love it. We need our baking sheet and I'm actually going to get the oven going now. It needs to be at 375, which my oven's kind of hot, but I'll put it at 375 anyway, and I just might need to cook them a little bit less. Just washed my hands because now it's time to get our hands dirty. Now you can use gloves for this part if you are serving a bunch of people, but I'm just serving my besties, so it'll be fine. I have these really large baking sheets. I don't grease them. And basically you just create this little, what is that called? Conveyor belt-esque thing. And we're going to take our scoop into our palms, just kind of round it out a little bit, put it in our sugar and fully coat it, and then drop it onto our baking sheet. Now these cookies don't spread a ton, they spread like a little bit. So I keep them, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches apart. All depends on how big your cooking sheet is. Now, before you put these in the oven, you have to decide if you're just gonna do a peanut butter cookie with no chocolate or with the chocolate kiss in the center. Because if you do the chocolate kiss in the center, then you can put them in the oven just like this. But if you want just a peanut butter cookie, which is delicious, really delicious, you want to use a crisscross method. So you just grab a fork and you crisscross the top of the cookies and then you put them in the oven and they're just the same from there. I'm gonna get these all sugared up and I will show you when it's time to put them in the oven. They are looking stunning. This is the exact color we want them to be. And when they're out, we immediately want to put our kisses right in the middle. All right, now I'm gonna let them chill on the tray for maybe a minute or two, and then I'll take them off. All right, we're gonna take these off of the tray, you can't see that, and put them onto brown paper bags. I cut these open, they were just Trader Joe's bags. Obviously you don't want to use the bottom piece because it could have like glue, and depending on what you bought, like obviously don't use a bag that you had like chicken breasts in or things that are wet, like produce, just if there were like boxed goods in there, that should be fine. These smell delish. I ended up cooking them for 8 minutes. I think the recipe says 10 to 12, but it's really just dependent on your oven. And the reason we want to do the brown paper bags is because it soaks up the oil that's on the bottom of the cookie instead of just leaving them to sit and continue cooking on your tray. So time to put in our next round and continue on. All right, Mahjong Club, I guess if you want to call it Mahjong Club, is about to start. So I'm making crostini gluten-free because one of the girls is gluten-free and my sister's actually gluten-free, so I know a few good recipes. So I use this baguette. I think it's from Char. I don't know, I ripped that part off. But I use this baguette, cut it really thin, and then mix garlic powder with butter, smear that on all the pieces, and then put some grated Parmigiano Reggiano and then some of that like shaker Parmesan cheese. Put it in the oven for like 4 minutes and you're done. And it's delish. So, gonna make that now.